Okay, so in this lesson, we're going to review the basics of probability. So our definition of probability is probability is equal to the number of favorable outcomes. Okay, and what favorable is depends on how the wording of the problem goes. Okay, over the number of total outcomes. So probability is just number of favorable divided by number of the total number of outcomes. All right. What you should also remember about probability is they can be expressed as a fraction or a decimal. Okay. And probabilities must be between 0 and 1. Okay. So if an event is has a probability of 0, means it's impossible. So if the probability of rain tomorrow is 0, it's definitely not going to rain. It's impossible for it to rain. If the probability of something is 1, then it means it's definite. It's definitely going to happen. So if the probability of snow is 1 or 100%, then it's definite. It's definitely going to happen. Okay, let's take a look at some examples. A bag with 10 marbles is shown below. A marbles chosen from the bag at random was the probability that it's white. So probability of white is going to be equal to the number of white, because favorable outcomes is going to be white here because it's the way that the question defines it, because it's asking about the probability of white over the number of the total. Okay, so if you look at the bag, we have 2 white marbles out of 10. Okay, and we always want to simplify our answers. That's going to be 1 out of 5, or if you go to your calculator, that's going to be 0.20 as a decimal. Okay, and actually it specifies as a fraction, so submit your answer like that. Okay, a box contains 10 cards labeled Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. One card will be randomly chosen. What is the probability of choosing a letter from Q to T? So, favorable here is going to be Q, R, S, and T, because it says from Q to T. Favorable equals 4. Okay, and total we have 3, 5, 8, 10 letters. Okay, and again it says write your answer as a fraction in simplest form. So favorable over total is 4 over 10, which when we simplify is 2 over 5. Number 3, a 6-sided die with sides labeled 1 through 6. So I've got a die has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on it, right? It's a 6-sided cube. Will be rolled once. Each number is equally likely to be rolled. What is the probability of getting a number greater than 2? So our favorable here is anything greater than 2. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 4 favorable outcomes, and we have the total number of outcomes is all of these. Okay, so greater than 2 is 4 out of 6. Answer is a fraction in simplest form. I guess they want these all in fractions. We simplify it, it's going to be 2/3. Okay, and the last one, an organization will give a prize to a local artist. The artist will be chosen among 3 painters, 7 sculptors, and 12 photographers. What is the probability that the artist chosen will be a painter or a sculptor? So here, the painters are favorable, and the sculptors are favorable. So favorable is going to be the number of painters plus the number of sculptors, because it says painter or sculptor, so either one will work. Favorable is 10, and the total, okay, we have 3 painters, 7 sculptors, and 12 photographers. That's 22 total people. Okay, and again, we're given our answer as a fraction, so it's 10 over 22, which when we simplify is 5 over 11.